Can your genetics determine where you store body fat? Imagine trying on a pair of jeans and wondering why some parts of your body seem to hold onto fat more than others. Well, the answer might be written in your genes. Your genetic makeup plays a big role in deciding where your body tends to store fat. This is a fact backed by a lot of research in the field of obesity and body composition. Knowing this can help you set realistic goals and plan your weight loss journey better. Studies show that your genes can influence how your body distributes fat by anywhere from 36 to 61%. Some research even suggests the influence could be higher. For example, in a twin study from Denmark, scientists found that total fat heritability was between 83 and 86%. When they looked at specific areas like your belly or hips, the genetic influence ranged from 71 to 85%. That means your genes are partly responsible for whether you store fat around your stomach or your thighs. The way your body decides where to store fat begins during development in your mother's womb. Genes involved in embryonic development help determine where fat cells form and grow. These genes are expressed differently depending on the body part. So, fat cells in your belly might have a different genetic programming than those in your hips. This programming is so ingrained that even if you take fat cells out of the body and grow them in a lab, they still behave differently based on their original location. Different ethnic groups also have distinct fat storage patterns, which are influenced by genetics. For example, Asians tend to have lower overall body mass indexes but higher body fat percentages than Europeans. People from South Asia often carry more fat around their abdomen even if they are not very heavy. Africans usually store less fat in the central area of the body. These differences have developed over many generations and are part of your genetic heritage. More than 400 genes have been linked to obesity and fat distribution. Some genes are associated with more fat in the belly area, while others influence fat in the hips or thighs. Genes that control ectopic fat, which is fat stored around organs like the liver or heart, are especially heritable. This type of fat is linked to health problems like insulin resistance and heart disease. But genetics are not the only factor. Hormones like testosterone and estrogen influence where fat is stored, which is why men and women often have different fat patterns. Lifestyle choices such as diet, physical activity, and sleep can also change how and where your body stores fat. Medications and aging further influence fat distribution over time. Understanding your genetic tendencies can help you make smarter choices about weight loss. For example, if you tend to store more fat around your belly, losing weight might reduce your risk of health issues linked to visceral fat. Remember, even if your genes favor certain fat storage patterns, you can still control your overall body fat through diet and exercise. Knowing that your body has a genetic blueprint for fat storage helps you set realistic expectations and focus on what you can change. So, yes, your genes do influence where you store fat, but they do not determine your entire health story.